Hey, it's the 113th episode of Risk On. Well, it may be the greatest show about risk ever. Joining me in studio today is Crypto Joe. Crypto, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
Sitting in for Skyla. You might not be as pretty as her, but you are smarter.
My hair. Wow. Oh, wow.
That was a joke.
It's a good compliment.
I said I didn't mean to mean you. I wasn't implying you were smarter than Skyla. I was saying you are a smart guy. That just came out incorrectly. Sorry. Oh. I was trying to say she's better looking.
She is. I don't have long blonde hair. I'm not young anymore.
For sure. What, did we lose this today?
Yeah, I was looking for the whoa.
What's wrong?
No.
Oh. Skyla is on a well-deserved vacation because she took me to New York and she dealt with all that nonsense about organization, having 50 people going left and right, tons of hotel rooms, blah, 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 blah. Speaking of blah, 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 Jason, what's up?
Blah, blah, blah to the market today, all week, actually.
You know, I don't know that it's possible to hedge out the risk. We are short massively. Still had the biggest drawdown we've had in a single day in a while. We got crushed. Happy Friday. Wham!
Yes.
Olzman pulled back. Bunch of stuff got pulled back.
We're getting slaughtered.
I got
in
some
AG.
screenshots, Mark Martin says, if you need some. Screenshots? Of what?
What are we screenshotting?
What are we screenshotting there, Mark? AG walloped First Majestic. I literally crushed. Damn.
Trying to find some green here.
Need that lawsuit to be class action so we can join.
Oh, my God.
Mark Martin. What lawsuit? Just kidding. Just kidding. Hey, you know, I would not. Someone said to me, "Screw the haters." No, I have no problem with haters. You can hate. Got no problem with spouting the facts, but they don't talk in facts. They make stuff up. They post stuff about my kids. They post stuff about my sons. And I was always told a long time ago, when you're messing with someone, you should avoid messing with someone that has resources. And I have always been against the idea that I would do what I did today. But some people have went too far, and we've adopted a policy at the company that we're not going to let other people push us around, not other lawyers, not other people in deals, not anybody. And so myself and Will decided to make sure that we send a message, and that is a message of ruthless defense of our position. I know I have. I think I was 16. I might have before that, but I don't even know that I've gotten even much as a speeding ticket since I was 18. I've never been arrested. Please knock on wood. I don't want to be arrested. Sure, I've had civil disputes with partners, and everyone who's in business is going to have that kind of thing happen. I mean, our president had 4,300 lawsuits.
Yeah.
Now, that's an excessive amount, but up until a few years ago, till the market crashed in 2008, 2009, I had never even had a lawsuit that I remember. So you can say whatever you want about me, but you can't call me a criminal. It's not a fact.
No.
You can't call me a fraudster just because your stock went down. You can say, I made an investment with Todd, it didn't work out, but you're a big boy or a big girl. You're smart enough to have an account and buy stock. You make your own decisions. I don't go press the button for you. So people say Bitcoin didn't go up. Okay, it went down. People say you were going to have a certain number of miners. Yes, things went wrong. That's business. But when you make it personal and you go after people that work at the company, when you go after, I don't care about myself, but when you go after my family, it's war.
Yep.
And everybody on that list, P. Diddy, what's the guy?
Lagatz. Bobby 720.
Bobby 720.
Someone posted a screenshot on StockTwits about all these
I can assure
people.
you that I've done enough research to figure out how to find everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm going to systematically sue every single one of them. Once I get your information, StockTwits already said, hey, yeah, we kind of got to give it over. Well, I should be careful. My lawyer said that. I don't know whether StockTwits told them directly, but let's be factual. We're not going to allow you to hurt a company that's raised 100 and whatever it is, 65 million, has been building a defense business, an EV and power electronics business, a lender that, by the way, has started to do good things.
Yes.
Right? Hopefully. Bought a Michigan data center, is building out a great data center in Michigan. You know, we're going to defend what we do. We're not going to allow other lawyers to sue us and just get a settlement because they want one. They're going to have to earn it. Mm-hmm. So it's just a new decision that we've made here. Hey, listen, can things go wrong? Sure. Everybody is aware that, you know, from the 2017-18 debacle of Bitcoin, we got subpoenaed by the SEC. That's fully clearly in the filings. But I would be very cautious about what you say is fact. Speculation is one thing, but saying absolutes like a Sith Lord, it's a nice reference, by the way, right, Joe?
It's a good reference.
A Sith Lord only speaks in absolutes.
Yep.
And you can rest assured I have the resources to defend myself.
And as you should.
And I would suspect for some of you in your closet, in your grandma's house, saying that kind of stuff, you should check and see what resources you have. Because I'll defend my company, the employees, and my family. Not in that order, by the way, family first. But guess what? The people that work here are family. Joe, how long have you been with me?
14 years, well, 14 years in October.
14 years. There were times where you couldn't get paid. Do you remember those days?
There are lots of times,
Right.
yeah.
But you and your family stuck with us, right?
Yep.
Now you're a multimillionaire.
Yep.
Yep. We stick together. And I don't read all that stuff. I don't even run most of my social media. I run my Instagram. I see things occasionally. But the employees see it. And it was actually my employees that came to me and said, you got to put a stop to this. I wouldn't even have cared. I would have just let it keep going, whatever. But the employees said, put a stop to it. Now, maybe this doesn't put a stop to it. Maybe it continues. Well, we'll continue because we have the resources and great lawyers. Right?
Yep, for sure.
So when do we cut this off? Because I'd like to move on. What do you think? Is that enough? Is
Yeah,
that
I think
enough
that's
of that?
great.
Okay. Is that enough of that, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, look, you're never going to solve everybody's problem because every coward's a hero behind a keyboard.
Yeah, they call it keyboard balls, right? You got keyboard balls?
Yeah. Keyboard warriors.
Balls?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, so.
Tim Steiner. Yeah.
Anyways.
It's an interesting process. We had a really ugly market. Have we covered those numbers yet?
The market was really down again today.
Yeah.
The bond market, too.
It was a dog.
And the Dow finished down 300 to 34,687. The NASDAQ and the Dow were down pretty significant today. The NASDAQ down 115 to 14,427. And the S&P was down 32, shaved some of that off, 43.27. Gold took a bath today. You know, options expired today. 18.11 down $18 in gold. Silver was down 71 cents, 25.68. And for those of you that don't know, the mining stocks generally are tracking with the spot prices of silver and gold. So, you know, our First Majestic Silver position today was down very large. In fact, it's been down since about the entire time we bought. I'm actually hoping to have...
We bought more today, by the way.
I'm hoping to have the CEO on our show, just full disclosure. I love the company. Todd is getting up to speed on the company. I've filled him in on a lot of the acquisitions they made, where they're at as far as the all-in cost to mine the metals. But right now, the dollar is remaining strong, even though they're printing it into oblivion. So, yeah, stay tuned on that, and stay tuned on the inflation. The big laughing joke is that it's transitory. Janet Yellen came out and said, well, 6 more months of... What is it when the groundhog goes and looks to see their shadow? How many more months of winter?
6 weeks.
6 weeks. Well, Yellen said 6 more months of inflation. And even when they removed the utilities and the energy out of that formula, which they should never do, it's still a massive number, highest it's been since 2008. So there you have it. Just you see it every day as Americans going around buying stuff, food, gas, whatever you spend your money on. It's all going up. Real estate too. So yeah, here we are. Oil actually down today, 71.50. Bitcoin 31.8.
I know, I saw that.
Ethereum 1900.
Well, Ethereum had big news. That's why.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Copper $4.13. You know, all copper's remained strong the whole time here since we had the show. So those are the numbers. They are what they are.
Hey, I've got a lot of questions about who we named in the suit, and I don't want to go into the details. Sourpuss, sorry, but I will tell you that all you have to do is see the link to the case, and it lists everybody's screen handle. And what we did was we did a little private detective work beforehand. So we were you leave a pretty decent footprint on the internet if you want
Can't
to.
hide on the internet anymore, man.
No hiding anymore.
No.
So
The
anyways, Jason,
Yeah.
you were one of the guys that pushed me to do it.
yes, I was.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. So the market sucks.
Yeah,
What
the
do you
market's terrible.
think? Yeah,
I mean,
but it's the dog days, right?
it is.
The only position I'm really concerned with is AG, not because we're down in money. I can deal with that.
Right.
But the velocity of the loss,
Yeah.
The speed from 18 to
Under 13.
under 13, where our cost is 16.97.
Yeah.
We're long around 202,000 shares.
B. Riley, I think, adjusted their target to 23.50.
Is that true?
Yeah. 23.50.
Oh,
That's
Brian Riley. I met him 20 years ago. I'm good with that. I
You know,
that.
the
You
market.
could have told me that. Would have put me in a better mood.
Sorry.
One of the things that I liked about them, though, was that the shift for them to be in oil, silver and gold.
Yes. I like that song.
Well, no, I like it too. It's like a Burl Ives thing, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that Burl Ives? Hey, did you produce Burl Ives over there, Brett? Burl Ives?
Before my time.
Oh, a little bit, right? Yeah. Silver and gold.
Yeah.
60-40
60-40 now. Let's give you a little background because this is a large position we have. And
For full disclosure, we're not recommending you
No.
buy AG, and if you would have followed anything we did on AG, you'd have been wrong already because
Yes.
we're down in it. So we tell you when we do something and we're wrong, and so far
We're wrong.
Short term, we're
Yeah.
wrong, but long term, we have this thesis that Keith Neumeyer is a wonderful operator, and he's expanding into gold like he did with silver. And so, Jason, take it from here.
so Jarrett Canyon, okay, that's in Elko, Nevada, up near Reno. They recently made the acquisition from Eric Sprott, a well-known billionaire, huge precious metals guy. You might be familiar with his fund, ticker symbol PSLV, where they actually take the money and literally buy silver bullion with it and store it in their vault. Unlike SLV, which is a little bit different ETF. I'll let you guys do the due diligence on that. However, we decided that the thesis is inflation isn't going anywhere. We would like to hedge our portfolio in commodities.
But that hasn't pulled back as far. PSLV.
PSLV? Yeah. Is it
in the
around
last-
9? I haven't looked.
It's 904, and the last month it's down. Well, today it's down 27 cents, so it pulled back 3% today.
Okay.
But if you put that side by side with, wow, we've gotten smoked.
Yeah, AG's gotten smoked.
Yeah, someone is unloading that. As they say.
The thing with AG is the market hasn't caught up to the asset, in my opinion, Jarrett Canyon, which is the gold mine in Nevada. Nevada, one of the top 10 most friendliest states or districts, if you will, for mining. And also, Keith had a call recently. They're looking for another acquisition in Nevada. So currently, they are 60% silver play, 40% gold play with this massive acquisition of Jarrett Canyon, which does about 110 to 120,000 ounces of gold per year. Yes, that's right. 120,000 ounces times $1,800. I'll let you do the math. But Keith says they're only about 50 to 60% at capacity, and he's projecting around 200,000 ounces of gold mined in 2024. Those are his words, not mine. You guys can look up the call. It was a very good call. And also, they have the ability to do even more down at the one of the Mexican mines for silver. The reason they're doing some diversification is it could be possible for some of these countries to nationalize their mines, not just Mexico, but Argentina, Bolivia, Colombia, and they want to make sure they have diversification in their business, because if countries decide to nationalize their mines and harvest all the gold and silver for themselves, copper, zinc, what have you, then that kind of shuts out the Canadian, the American, all the other mining companies from actually doing business there. So I like what Keith is doing here by expanding his footprint into the United States, into a friendly state. So currently the pressure on silver and gold is not working as far as our thesis goes. However, the inflationary side, in my opinion, is working, and I don't think it's going to get better. And always think about this. Silver and gold have been around for thousands of years. Silver's used in a lot of industrial. 0.67 ounces... 0.67 of an ounce is used in each solar panel. So as we expand the green and electrification and alternative energy footprint in this country, they're going to be using silver in solar panels like crazy. And also they use a lot of silver in other industrial avenues. It's the best conductor of metal, of electricity. People didn't realize that. They're like, Jason, I thought copper is the best way to move electricity. No, it's silver. So somebody actually said that. They actually
Really?
did. Yeah, it's silver. Highest conductivity of electricity. Yeah,
Really?
look it up. So somebody says, I personally like PSLV. Yeah, PSLV. I prefer that personally over SLV because of the direct correlation with silver purchases from the Sprott Fund. So we're trying to have Keith on the program. If anybody knows Keith at First Majestic Silver, please reach out to him. Tell him to get in touch with us at Risk On.
Mm-hmm. The stock I want to look at, ammo, POWW. I know Joe uses a lot of ammo, and you'd think the stock was up.
Wow, back to 7.
Yeah, dude, this thing was $9.75 like literally June 30th.
Yeah.
We had sold it in the upper, like middle to lower, middle sevens or something.
Feel better about that.
And now it's down back to 708. Joe, what's up with the ammo? Is it
I don't know. I'm doing
abundant now and
it,
cheap?
It is more abundant, but I'm doing my job and buying more ammo. So I mean, I'm trying to keep the stock price up by buying more ammo.
Yes.
Have you seen this pullback?
Well, you got to remember the Remington went back into production on the ammo side of it, and they're producing 24 hours a day right now. So there's.
Well, I see the
there's a
Smith &
flood.
Wesson during that same period of time is up 23.9%.
It is.
Vista Outdoor, which owns the Remington,
Yep.
the actual bullet manufacturer, they're down 2.85%. Oland is down 5.87%. And this stock has pulled back pretty hard.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I think I just bought rounds for 10 cents less per round just last week. Than
So
I
the
did 2
backlog
weeks
is
before.
starting to be fulfilled.
I think it is.
Ammo still, POWW does still have a tremendous backlog. Last time we knew it was around $180 million backlog.
It's a pretty vicious pullback, by the way.
It is.
I mean, they announced a $51 million announces one day ago. Oh, this is a projection. Hold on a second. They pre-announced. Let's see what they said here. Ammo announces $51 million revenue projection for fiscal second quarter. They're on a tear.
Yeah.
More than 400%. They had a big pre-announcement. Stock went down.
I know another company that did that.
The preferred, which makes no sense to me, is at 29.26. It's not a convertible. It pays a dividend of like 8 and some percent. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand the market here.
Nothing is.
Oh, you know another company that pre-announced a big quarter?
Yeah. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing's holding its gains right now.
So any other stocks you want to cover?
We took a position in COIN. It actually had a little run today, but then the Friday doldrum sell-off back down to 225. I think full disclosure, we're around that area, right?
We pre-announced it Alt Global DPW so that we could clear the way for the market to know what was going on, so I could buy stock and others could do whatever they needed to do in the marketplace. So we pre-announced because we thought the number was so dramatic relative to last year and led to the first quarter. The second quarter in a row that were profitable.
Yes.
And of course, that gave me paved the way for me to start buying. So Alt & Company, the largest shareholder of DPW Alt Global, bought 20,000 shares yesterday. We reported that on Form 4 today.
Yep.
And it would be logical that I'd be looking to buy more at good prices, which is down here. So
Mark,
we're putting our money where our mouth is a little bit there.
for sure. Mark Martin asks, Todd, has DPW completed the, what is this? Oh, I see what he's saying.
No, I can't comment on that.
Yeah, that's not even the right question.
That's not the right way to word the question.
Not even the right question.
Yeah. So
Centura Gold got crushed.
the
Yeah,
way
all
it's
the
worded.
gold.
Yeah, all the goals did.
All the gold.
What's up with Robbie today? Is he in the chat today?
Yeah, Robbie said hello.
What's Robbie like?
Robbie said we're in a correction. Well, he asks. Yeah, we are, Robbie.
Are we in a correction?
I'll answer it for him. And yeah, of course we are. Look at it.
I added to the triple Q short. Actually, sorry. I added to the short today by buying the S triple Qs at 888.
888.
I put 100,000 on shares.
Nice.
So I added to that position.
We're holding that through the weekend, obviously.
Kathy Woods bought 200,000 shares of CMMB yesterday for ARC Israeli Innovation Technologies ETF.
CAMB?
But shorts are had full control. Big no, they are diluting nonstop. Pretty bad through. Who's diluting nonstop?
Who said that?
It says here, who? I don't know who's deleting.
Oh,
nonstop.
Rain Salzer. They're diluting nonstop. Pretty bad Q4 2020. I would stay far away from it.
Who?
What is Ravi asking? No, Ravi asked about a ticker, I believe.
Oh God, I can't follow it. Sorry. So let's look at the triple Qs here. Let's go to the evidence. Let's go to the screen here. Wow. 5 days, it's down 1.38%. $5.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair.
I don't know. To be fair, they're holding up pretty well.
Yeah, to be fair, the Dow had a 3-week winning streak prior to this week.
Sure.
So let's,
Hey, let's do something exciting, Joe. You were there for this. My friend Josh, our producer, has a pretty exciting preview. You ready to play it, Josh? You gonna put that preview on? Seems like it's looping.
some volume. Nice.
I founded the company 6 years ago. I was told that couldn't be done. I was told that I couldn't get anything to treat Alzheimer's. I was told that I'd never get an application into the FDA. I've been told lots of things I could never do. I'm living proof that it's possible to bring something public, to start it from scratch. My friends helped me get it done. And all those people have been rewarded with hopefully creation of value to help people. I had my own problems in 2008, 2009, and I decided to come back to Wall Street. I didn't want to come back without doing something that I thought would help humanity. The NASDAQ is a wonderful organization. My mom was there, which was wonderful. A lot of friends, a lot of sponsors, a lot of people that believed in us. It was truly a magical weekend.
Todd, thank you very much for not giving up, and thank you for allowing us to join the fight. Not only for your family, but our families, the rest of the United States, and the rest of the world.
Wow.
That was
What do you
nice.
think?
I thought that was nice.
You see you in there?
I saw me in there.
That was great.
It was great.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Where were you?
I don't subscribe
I won't
to,
get a test. I won't get a COVID test. I won't get a vaccine. I won't get a treatment.
Hey,
I won't go to the
that's
hospital.
his choice. That's First Amendment, baby.
No, literally, I support Jason on whatever he wants to do.
Hey.
I'm joking around.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, I have so a lot of people would just be, would compromise their beliefs in order to enjoy like vacations and stuff like that. Todd knows that I just won't do that. It's just not the way it is.
Hey, it's all good, man. I'm not upset
You know,
about
I'm
it.
just giving you crap, bro.
No, it's good.
Joe, you moved to Vegas with me. Not with me, but kind of with me.
Yep.
What is your thoughts so far? You've spent a long time here. I see you out there shooting, going in your pool. What's your thoughts on Vegas so far? What's Diana's thoughts a little bit?
I think we like it. I mean, to quote Robin Williams, it's hot, damn hot, mighty hot. But other than that,
You think you like it?
yeah, I you know what? Here's the thing. I've experienced in my house the spring and the fall. Winter, we're driving here since January, so I mean we're driving every week. I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to now that we're settled in and go not just shooting, but going and hiking in Red Rock and going up to the mountains. So doing all the fun stuff, and hopefully next year getting on a boat in the spring instead of the summer and going out fishing. So we'll see what happens.
Let me ask it to you this way: what do you miss about California?
My children, that's about it.
Okay.
Aren't most of them here? No.
No, two of them are
Just one of them?
Two of them are in Cali. So that's about it. I mean, other than that, I don't miss California even a little bit.
Todd, you missed the traffic over there in California?
My friend, it's the strangest thing for me. I haven't missed it. I've not missed California one day.
Yep.
I love parts of California are beautiful. The people are great. I haven't missed it. I don't know why. I'm sure there will be a time when I do, but maybe there was just the right time for me to move. I like Newport a lot. There's a lot of things about it. Don't like the traffic.
Look, I'm not saying there isn't, but I mean, when I had to drive, I drove 14 miles to work, and it would take an hour each way every day for 14 miles.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy to be here. In fact, I just leased an additional spot in the building, man.
We did.
It's getting bigger. It's got a lot of employees here now.
We do about 20 plus.
Is that true?
I think so.
Wow.
That's getting,
That's getting up there.
yeah.
For our headquarters.
Hey, we went and played poker last night. No, sorry. We went to the M. We wanted to play poker. There was no room for us.
10 seats, and 10 seats were occupied.
Taken the whole time.
Wow.
So we sat with Chris Wu and my son, played a little blackjack. Some people are not allowed to play blackjack there.
Who would that be, Todd?
Who could that be?
I was providing moral support.
But he was providing some moral support, and we crushed him. Literally crushed him.
yeah.
Crushed him. It was like a taking money from
Why
a
don't you
baby.
go play 3-card or craps?
No. Double.
So Chris said he got back after we left. He got back to even.
Yeah.
Then he said he had to play craps,
good
and
boy.
he had no choice, and he lost $150.
Okay.
But I left there with a double.
Yeah.
Chase left there with a up 55%.
Yep.
In like 11 hands.
Double animal style. Todd's getting all the double bets, all the split bets were coming in nicely.
So this is true story. So I decided, okay, I'm up like 625 or something. I'm like, there's a stack. I don't know how many reds that was.
Yeah.
What do you think that was? 30, 40, $50?
$50. It was 50. I think it was
$50?
Yeah.
And I put it out there. There's a new dealer. I said,
No, it was 40, Todd, because you won a blackjack. It was
you're right.
$40.
So $40. And I said, I'm going to leave it out there till I lose and I'm done. It doubled it 5 times.
Yeah.
And so I just left it there. Boom, double.
Wow.
Gave you the first hand was a blackjack.
Yep. 40 pays 60.
But you could see the pit bosses coming over, looking over us.
What's he gonna do? You're playing blind. I mean, how?
Yeah, I mean, I was watching, and that was all I was doing was watching.
I know, but
Yeah.
they were sniffing you out.
I don't understand why. It's a small casino.
it's because they know you're a poker player.
It's a six deck.
It's 6 deck.
You can't count 6 deck.
Well, that's not true.
Well, we won't get into that.
Careful.
Careful. Let's not get into that.
Whatever.
All right,
man.
so here's what happened.
I was just gonna get into the Phil Ivey thing where he was edge carding it.
Oh, that was the Baccarat. Let me tell you about this. Okay, this is from a pit boss's
Edge
point of
carding
view.
it?
Yeah, the way the cards are cut.
Yeah, it's shuffle tracking, stuff like that. But generally speaking, the pit bosses will be more likely to look at a single deck or double deck game versus a 6-deck game because there's the more opportunity for advantage players in the single deck and double deck games. We'll just leave it at that.
Yep. So wait.
Chase says a good team win. I'm like, come on, Chase. It's not a team win. Give me a break.
So
a team win.
Jason,
Yeah.
you guys didn't pop his Virgin Roll, did you? Chase's
Wait.
craps. Has he
no,
popped his
no, we
Virgin
gotta
Roll?
play.
When Chris is here next, we need to break that roll.
Yeah.
We need to break that and play.
Hey,
it.
Chris was. Chris is. You know what? Chris is a fun gambler.
Oh, I'm sure.
You
My
know,
buddy
we're-
Sam runs an Adrenaline Mountain. They have a flamethrower.
Wow.
Wow.
Can we? Where's that?
I'm in Orange County. Been looking at Vegas.
$5 gas. Movement garage. Sorry,
You
man.
know, I think it's a mindset because I just decided because it's hot. There's no question right now it's hot.
Oh yeah.
It's been 105
It's
to
102
100.
right now.
It's been 105 to 113 every day.
Yep.
And as long as you have air conditioning, I don't know. It's just the mindset. It hasn't bothered me. It is a different kind of heat. I hate to be that old guy who says it's dry heat, but there's a couple days that wasn't dry heat.
Right.
But the roads are bigger. If you like food like I do, the restaurants are wonderful.
For sure.
I will tell you, there's something about the freeways. They're bigger, but it all seems like everyone wants to get into an accident.
It's bad.
It's like a strange way of driving, or it's wide open, you know? I love it here.
Someone smarter than me is always gets me to avoid the highways.
You and I play poker or blackjack a couple times a week.
Yeah.
We limit what we play. You seem to win on video poker. I don't win on any
Look,
video.
I'm up and down on video poker. It depends. Like the other day,
But you were on a tear for a while.
I was up more than a couple $1,000. But look, I was in there one night. The other night, me and Di decided Friday night's the only night we'll do it, and we go in. And I taught her, and she says, "Oh yeah, I'm down. I'm gonna quit." Right? I said, "Just play 20 more bucks," and she hits $450 because, you know, all the video top machines are odds. Either you win right away, or you build up to it like any slot machine. There's an odds to it, and if you don't play the odds right, you're gonna get busted. It's literally Jason's bankroll management theory. If you go in there with $100 and that's all you're gonna play, you're gonna get busted out. But I watched someone just the other night next to Diana was playing probably, I want to say $5, maybe $6 a spin, and she hit $7,800. So it's bankroll management, man, because she was into it like for $2,000.
Jason's taught me a lot about bankroll management. I was even counting last night. I said, "Jason, how many bets do I have?" You said 33 or 31.
Yeah, you were.
Right?
You were.
I was betting $25 a hand. And so I've kind of decided that I don't want to play with anything less than 31 to 100 bets. I think 100 is probably the number.
100 bets is great.
100 bets, right.
Risk of ruin goes down significantly in any game if you have 100 bets.
Right.
So,
we talked about, Joe, about betting baseball again.
Ooh.
And I told Jay Money, Vegas Jay, hey, can you guys do me a favor? I want to do me a favor. Can you guys go to, all of you on the show right now, can you guys go to, many of you know my Instagram and Twitter. Can you go to, I'm going to give you the address.
It's interactive television.
It's VegasJMoney not .com. It's on Instagram. VEGAS J as in the letter J, as in Journey, one of my favorite bands. Money, and go follow Vegas J.
Yeah, give me a follow.
He's got 148 followers. He's following 145 people.
Need to get that up there.
I follow you.
Yeah, what the heck's the problem here?
I follow you back. I've only had it for like 2 weeks.
I think you're like my only follower on my Crypto Joe one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, here's the deal. If we, I got 2 follows. Look at that.
Did you just get him?
Yeah.
Vegas J?
Yeah. Oh, good. I got Neil Ault. My man.
Neil,
My man.
that's my brother.
I got him up on the screen here.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Yeah, I'll start adding to that Instagram. We'll if we decide to get back into baseball on the base paths, we're gonna probably use. Well, we're gonna talk about it, but Todd has a million
exciting.
plus followers, and that'll probably be the best way.
Is it 1 million now?
Yeah, it's over 1 million, man. It might be 1.1.
Let me check here.
It's insanity. It's a boatload.
Hold on, let me check here.
All right.
It's 1,043,882. Man, I go up and down followers like crazy. By the way, for those of you who are on my Instagram who text me that I'm fat, I really just discovered that when I found out on Instagram.
I'll follow you guys back. Thank you. Buddy B,
Hey,
got you,
you're fat.
buddy.
Buddy's on there?
Buddy B, why? Buddy, I missed you when you came to Vegas, man. That's totally my fault.
Hey, Josh, have we decided what? By the way, Rod Wilson, I went to Costa Rica. Very interesting place. Beautiful. Not looking to get bit by any of those snakes down there. But I do like the parrots. What?
I mean, how many snake bite attacks really happen in Costa Rica if you're not wandering the jungle?
Yeah, probably right.
My buddy went to Costa Rica to play some online poker events and got robbed 11,000 USD.
He got robbed.
Yeah.
He got robbed. Is it the hotel room or like an Airbnb?
No, they had an Airbnb.
He got robbed?
Yeah.
Was he there when he got robbed, or did they rob him when he was gone?
No, he was gone. Yeah.
Sad.
My buddy Bill has a villa. He moved out of the States to Costa Rica because he was half Costa Rican.
Well, I mean, a lot
By the
of
way, there
expats
are a
there.
lot of iguanas, Double Trouble says.
There's tons of iguanas in South Florida.
No. By the way, they're arresting them. Have you seen that? I saw
Wait, what?
all these iguanas with their arms behind their neck, head, and they had them all tied up.
Yeah, it'll give
And
you.
they're trying to get rid of them. So they're harvesting them all up and trying to ship them away.
It's disease because their claws. I mean, me and Di, when we were in our 20s, used to own 2 really large iguanas, but their mouths have lots of disease. Their claws do. You got to be careful.
Really?
Is that true? Because we had an iguana before at the pet store when I worked at Petland.
They
I
don't
didn't
really
know
bite
that.
much.
They're big.
I mean, I had a big one, but it didn't bite. But
Did it bite you?
No, but the wild ones are aggressive.
You know they go dormant in cold weather. They could fall out
Hey,
of the
they're asking
trees.
if we like
Oh, yeah.
Tough Belt, TBLT. They just did a deal.
God,
that stock has never performed.
No.
I think Maxim did the deal, and they had all kind of complicated warrant structure.
Yeah.
TBLT.
I've seen it.
It's really done poorly. What did it do today? Can you check?
Yeah, let's take a look. Naked brands sold off with the greater market today. Is it 50 cents naked?
50 cent?
TBLT.
50 cent.
TBLT is 61 cents.
Yeah, it's never traded well.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to do something to regain
Josh,
compliance.
have we decided what day the official conference is yet?
We're thinking it's the last week of October, but we're just trying to finalize some of the details and make sure we get the sign-up site up and get the hotels booked out.
If you guys could all do me a favor, what do you think of the last weekend in October? Now, this is my preference. You come in Friday, Saturday, go home Sunday. But apparently, since Sunday is Halloween, people are like, oh, we got to let them go early. But really? Does it really matter? It's, you can't miss a Halloween.
Why don't you do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
People got to work, Ben.
But people, but people want to also go to Vegas. I mean,
Yeah.
Satish, Satish, you're correct, by the way. It was, there's a recent offering they did. That's my
bad
concern there. What does that mean? Say that again?
Where?
Who's a federal holiday? What?
Halloween is Nevada Day.
Is that right?
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Halloween is a federal holiday?
That's when Nevada became a state.
What the hell?
October 31st.
Are you out of your mind?
Are you
Is that
trolling
true?
us?
That's the truth.
Oh, we're gonna have to get HR adding that. To
So
the
you have
calendar.
that Friday off before Halloween?
Oh yeah, or the Monday if they landed on that.
That's cool.
Wow. That's crazy. I've
Makes
never heard of
Halloween
that.
Parties easier.
Yeah, so Buddy B's saying if you have kids, it's harder.
Yeah. That is true.
She darn it.
What do we got to do?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you can hang with them Saturday. Make it a special thing on Saturday where they get to hang. We'll go to some fun places.
Hotel rates would be better.
You know the thing I talked about.
Way better. Hotel rates would be way better during the week.
Oh, they'd be way better.
It's like
So would
night and day.
so would probably the convention
Brian
center.
Goodson.
Yes, Brian.
It's a Bill Goodson production.
Great question.
It's a Todd Goodson. What's that called? I know that Goodson name's a famous name. That's a famous last name, Goodson. It's a Mark Goodson production or something. I know that. I've seen that before. It's famous, right? No one
TV?
cares.
Bill Todd. I know what you're talking about.
Whatever.
Anyway.
The new real estate company. What, Brian? Let me say something to you that I have put in an endless amount of investor decks, 8Ks, disclosures, and Alt Global, which is the name of the company, Alt Global Holdings, because it has global holdings in Italy. It has, in England. It has 3 companies. It owns part of AVLP, which is going to be MTX International when it's finally done with its audit. What did I miss?
No, nothing. The real estate entity.
So we're trying to hire up the food chain. Chris is a incredibly educated and talented investor.
Oh yeah.
Beyond smarter than me, man. A lot of people are smarter than me. We are trying to become a holding company, which is what we are. Our core holdings are 3 companies: Ault Alliance, which is an alliance between the public and private companies. The 2 core positions we have, the defense business, Gresham Worldwide, is made up of Gresham Limited in England, Relac, an acquisition we made, Enertech in Israel, Microphase in Connecticut. Did I miss anybody? No. And on the Coolisys side, we have Coolisys, which owns Turn On Green, and it owns Digital Power, the original company from 1969, Digital Power Corp.
Mm-hmm.
Completely separate management teams. There's a group of people that run the defense businesses, and then they have CEOs. There's a group of people that run the power electronics business, and they have subsidiaries. We are the shareholder. We own the shares of those companies. Therefore, we control their destiny. We hire and fire the management teams that work there, right? Usually the CEO. We are a holding company. We are a holding company that owns other companies. We're not an investment company. So inside Ault Alliance, which I am the executive chairman of, there's a CEO named Darren McGough, who I've known for 30 years, who went to college with me. And that company has companies.
Alliance Cloud Services.
Alliance Cloud Services, which owns a data center in Michigan. What's the name of the crypto miner? Is it, I don't know what the heck they call it. It's not the old crypto miner. It's inside Alliance Cloud Services, they're mining.
Right.
They own that building, which has a separate name. That building leases out real estate in the building, and then part of it's a data center. Big behemoth building.
Yep.
In there's a company called Digital Power Lending, where there's a manager. And then that Digital Power Lending has a portfolio of loans and investments it has. That's what we talk about when we trade sometimes. And that Digital Power Lending is a big contributor now. We just reported 2 quarters in a row of the contribution it has to the earnings power of what you know is all global DPW. In there are other investments like a hotel in New York City where we're a limited partner, Sandstone, which is, an old investment that, for lack of a better word, isn't doing that great. What else do we own in there? Oh, Agree.
Yep.
Alt Global Real Estate Equities.
Yeah, it's on the screen, Nick, if you want to
Agree.
look at that real quick. Here's the most recent PR, July 16th.
So we look at these things as platforms. So we have a holding company platform that raises the capital. Then I allocate it with Will to the separate subsidiaries. And then we own a lending platform, and lending and investment platform. So we make investments and loans into usually public companies or public companies that go public. If we want to hold them and consolidate them, they generally go on the other side of the ledger with someone like Coolisys or the defense business. If we were to make a strategic acquisition, it would probably become just a subsidiary on its own like Coolisys was. We have said many times we're looking to bring Coolisys and the defense business public at the right time. Mm-hmm. It's been disclosed like 100 times. Okay, not like 100. Okay, 25, 10, 5, 8, whatever. What was the question?
Yeah.
Oh, why do we have a real estate business? That's right. So real estate is subjective in the sense that you can buy an apartment building, you can syndicate that apartment building out and control it as a general partner and have a series of limited partners. Chris is an expert in getting outside financing. The goal is to get non-dilutive financing for projects that produce cash to the parent company through the form of some form of dividend or payout. Chris is an expert in this financing, has connections in the real estate space, got us $145 million to build a hotel in the middle of COVID out of bankruptcy. Chris is a smart dude. And so we set up a separate real estate platform for Chris to run. We have some equity that's going to be in it, and he's going to put on the associated debt and syndication to build a real estate platform that will be owned by Ault Global DPW. If you were to take DPW, one of DPW's subsidiaries public, like the defense business, we would be a major controlling shareholder. If you were to take the EV, power electronics business public, we'd be a major contributing shareholder. So therefore, it's easy to understand the leverage that a holding company brings. Like, I want to say, I never do this, but I want to say in comparison to something like a Berkshire Hathaway, which we're like a rounding error, like the gum on the bottom of Buffett's foot.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying we're Berkshire Hathaway, but it's the same model. Two guys, myself and Will Horn, sit up at the top and we allocate capital and yell at each other occasionally and go talk to people. Very similar model to Big Laurie Holdings, BH, on the New York Stock Exchange. I have a private holding company called Ault & Company, hence Ault Alliance in the middle, Ault Global, Ault Alliance, Ault & Company. That private holding company owns Ault Life Sciences, Ault Capital Management, and Ault Real Estate Partners. So we're trying to create, and I'm 51. Chris is 51. Will is 52. Joe is 39.
I love you.
How old are you?
48.
48. How old are you?
49.
All right. Everyone's kind of in the same ballpark. So we laid out a plan over the next, call it 7 to 8 years, to build the company with a goal of getting the assets to $1 billion.
Yes.
I only have one goal. To be a IT technician on a 400-foot yacht in the middle of the Mediterranean.
So we don't need to invest in what I want to see what his quote is. So BMR traders. So you don't need to invest in all the companies you do.
You just invest in.
You just sounds simple enough.
So he's saying he could take a position in.
Yeah, you could buy DPW. I'm not recommending that.
Right.
I don't recommend our own stock.
No.
In fact, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. This,
that's all.
This is like, as Chris says, a fireside chat about risk, because I literally get so many questions about how do I do what I do. And so, you listen, dude, I grew up in HUD housing. My mom was a single mom, got pregnant at 17 by a married man. She had me when she was 18 years old. She did graduate from high school. Good for my mom. She struggled to raise me as a kid in Fullerton, California, 1295 North Gilbert, apartment 85.
You still remember that?
I'll never forget it.
Wow.
I went to Sunset Lane Elementary School, where I had great teachers that taught me about stocks, a third grade teacher, Mr. Doan, which was wonderful. I moved to Huntington Beach to play football at Edison High School a year early, because back then they cared where you went to. Played football at Edison High School. My mom married my father, who adopted me when I was 13. I would be still living in HUD housing if it wasn't for him until I was 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so I took his name. I was born Todd. I took his name, Milton Charles Ault III, because he adopted me and my sister. I got two wonderful brothers before it. Neil, who was a little tiny baby at the time, little kid, and Brennan, who was a little older. I think Brennan is exactly, I think he's 11, maybe 6, I don't know how many years difference apart, 8 years difference. Two wonderful brothers. And I'm not trying to say a living proof, but I am living proof that anyone can do what they want to. I saw a show on Moneyline with Lou Dobbs when I was 11, 12 years old. We finally got cable back then. No one even understands this, but back then there were like 6 channels. I had channel 2, channel 4, channel 7, 9, 11, and 13.
Yep.
When they invented cable and it came to our office, our house, they had to drill like a thing in the street, kind of gut it out and put the cables in there. And then I got this box that was like this big, and you pushed all the 13 channels, and they were all different cable. One of them was CNN. Thank you, Ted Turner.
Remember On TV?
Oh, I had on TV, and I saw the very last ever Rolling Stone concert, which was a lie, by the way. I paid for the Rolling Stone concert to see it on TV. What a lie. They still kept going and playing after that.
Of course they did.
They lied.
Look.
But on TV used to have the Playboy channel on there, too. You know
It did.
that? It did. On TV. Do you even know what we're talking about?
Yeah, I do.
It was like a broadcast channel, where you got to have.
Wait, didn't they like scramble them though?
They scrambled
Yeah.
decoder
scrambled.
thing
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
on TV. And what were your so then on that show, Moneyline with Lou Dobbs in 1981, 82, something, Warren Buffett was on there. And that was the end for me. Called his office back then on a rotary. No, we had a push button phone.
Mm-hmm.
His office answered and sent me every annual report.
Did I ever tell you the interesting story about Warren Buffett that I know?
Tell me.
So I used to know another guy named Joe, and his family was from, well, Omaha, and they owned funeral homes. And one day, I believe it was in the 60s, right after Buffett had graduated college, he was apparently going door to door. And he said to Joe's dad, he says, I can show you how to make your money work better for you if you'll just give me 10 minutes. The guy, Buffett was asking for $1,000 from business owners to create his fund, apparently. And Joe's dad gave $1,000 for each funeral home he had so he could increase the revenue. So he gave the guy $5,000. Fast forward, blah, blah, blah. All the kids in that family are millionaires.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great show. Jeff Bombshell, Super Crypto Mining.
You should go door to door.
How can you keep those cool names? Jeff Bombshell. I don't owe you money, do I, Jeff? I think I paid him.
Yeah.
So he sent me all these annual reports. It was wonderful. And but I didn't go to a great school. I didn't have that stuff. And I didn't listen to Buffett. I made a lot of mistakes. I traded. I day traded. Tried to do things in a hurry. Was taught the lesson, very valuable. Had successes and failures without listening to the core thing. And so when I decided to take over DPW in 2016, I made a decision that I would make it a holding company. And I wavered a few times, believe me. I wavered. It was really tough to be attacked the way I was. Because we owned a power electronics business, and it made sense that we made Bitcoin power supplies, and the market got a hold of that stock and took it parabolically, and it got all to our heads, and we decided, well, we're going to raise money, and we're going to be in that space because we're in the electronic space, and we got our heads handed to us. So that's a nutshell. And so we had to learn how to stay focused on building a holding company. And I know people struggle to see the name change to Alt, but really the Alt is for my grandfather. Mm-hmm. My grandfather, my dad's father, he died of Alzheimer's, but he lent me, I think, $1,800, $1,400 or $1,800. I have to check. And that got me started in business, and I had tons of problems, stupid things, but I paid him back. And he was nice enough to lend to an adopted grandson. That was a nice thing to do. I paid him back, and I took over Franklin Capital on the American Stock Exchange. That stock went from 90 cents to $22.75. Split 3 for 1. Huge win for me. Went to my head. Ultimately, that company changed to Patient Safety Technologies and was sold to Stryker after we acquired SurgiCount Medical 9 years later. We bought it, and 9 years later it was sold to Stryker for $120 million. Successes that I oversaw and had some failures with and brought in better management. And let's be clear, at the end of the day, Brian Stewart, the original founder of SurgiCount, he sold Patient Safety. I bought it from him. He actually worked for me as an analyst when I ran a hedge fund. So I am a living truth that you have to learn from your failures. I have lots of them. I had a failed first marriage. You know, she said I was in love with my job, which was true. Said I didn't love her, I loved someone else. It's hard to take. I think I did love her, but she forced on me that I wanted something else. And so in one way, it was a loving behavior to get rid of me, right? And so I keep my friends very close. I don't really care about my enemies, but I care that people are trying to hurt my friends. And here we have a holding company. I have a private holding company, Alton Company. We're not going to shut down yet. I have a private holding company, Alton Company, and a public holding company, Alt Global. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to build them. And the thing I would tell everybody that Buffett talks about is, Buffett says the worst investment he ever made in his life was Berkshire Hathaway. That was the worst investment he ever made. And people say, well, why was that the worst investment? Joe, do you know why he says that?
I honestly don't.
Because he bought the textile business with it. And he didn't shut the textile business down until 1985. And millions upon millions of dollars were spent on textiles, even though he was losing money. And he bought another textile business, hoping that two crappy businesses together would be a good business. Crap plus crap doesn't equal success.
Nope.
When we bought control of DPW, we did not realize that power electronics was going to take more money, defense was going to take more money. We made mistakes in Bitcoin. And the point is, you make mistakes. You learn from those mistakes. You fix those mistakes. You hire smarter than yourself, which is why I have Jason as an analyst and a trader with me. I have Joe in technology. I have a business partner in Will Horn, who I make decisions differently now because Will helps me make those decisions better. We have great legal counsel and general counsel Henry Nisser, James Turner, Laura Kim. We truly run this as a holding company. We have departments that approve things. It's a really wonderful thing. But what I would say that Buffett talked about with buying a textile business is to build a holding company while you're public is the equivalent of driving down the road and laying the asphalt as you're driving. It's not going to be a smooth transition.
Yeah.
That isn't going to be smooth. I don't blame people for complaining. We got an SEC inquiry a few years ago because everyone and their mother, the stock went down. They were mad. I don't blame them. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a risk you take when you buy equities, and we think our disclosures were adequate. I'm not going to talk about that much, but you'll find that we're pretty transparent here. And you'll find more about transparency when you come to the conference, which we're going to invite some select people, and we're going to make it available to the masses, but there'll be some select seats for people who are on this show. We know your names, double, what's it, Drunk Tehran?
Papa G.
Papa G.
Bombshell,
The guy,
Rod,
the guy,
Ravi.
the LA Story guy who's going to play.
For sure.
We're aware of the people who are here for a reason. They want to learn. They want to tell us their stories. Hopefully someday we can help them if they want our help, or maybe we can learn from them, right?
Yep.
So, Joe, what are you doing for the weekend?
I've got a buddy out, and we're gonna hang out and go do some things, probably some pool. And then,
Oh, is he here for the whole weekend?
Yeah, I was whole weekend.
Oh, the guy I just met?
Yeah.
Is he NSA?
No, he was.
He seems
retired.
like he's NSA.
He's retired Navy.
He's retired Navy. He looked like he was NSA, though.
He's got long hair. Of course, he doesn't look like he's NSA.
Yeah, I can tell.
Anyway,
he's NSA, right?
Hey,
So you're retired Army NSA, and he's retired Navy NSA?
I'm not retired. I'm just a veteran.
Hey, those of you who want to follow us and know more about the conference coming up in Vegas, I would love your feedback, 949-799-1831. Please send a message to Josh. Tell him what you think about the Halloween weekend. Would you end the show on Saturday night so people can get back to their families for Halloween? Would you have it through Halloween, end it on Sunday morning? My thoughts are you have it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning. We have breakfast. Everyone says bye. But your thoughts are Thursday, Friday, Saturday we end it. I'd like to know that feedback for sure. I want to talk to Randy.
I can go get him.
Would you be kind enough to get Randy for us?
I will.
Jason,
I got two things.
Okay, go. Let's go.
All right, real quick. Nick, if you'd go to my screen real quick. Wounded Warrior files to run for U.S. Senate here in Nevada. Proclaims duty first and moving into running against the incumbent. This gentleman here, Captain Sam Brown. This is very disheartening. Obviously, facing IED in Afghanistan. Had some big-time unfortunate circumstances there. However, he is, here's his tweet. I am a man of God. I am a husband. I am a father. I'm a veteran. I'm American. Sam Brown for Senate. And this is what Twitter did to this this hero. They actually blocked out his picture and declared it sensitive content.
Why?
Because when he faced an IED, it exploded in his face.
Ouch.
So he has a little bit of, you can see here, some disforming, disfiguring. And Twitter actually declared that. He tweets Twitter, I did not realize my face was sensitive content. Ironic considering I only have 3 tweets and just filed to run for U.S. Senate. So that was ridiculous that got censored like that. Anyhow, this gentleman's running here in Nevada. I would like to support him, Captain Sam Brown. Thank you for your service. I'm looking to support this gentleman. Awesome. And then this other thing I wanted to cover. ABC News, masks back on. Vegas officials advise masks again indoors.
that true?
Advise, yeah, it just came out. People are just destroying this release here. So it looks like little brother of Gavin there. What's his name? Sisolak?
Ow, my. LA County is going back to masks.
Yeah, well,
Hey, Josh, can you bring up the comments? I see a lot of comments there before we get to Randy. I just want to see. There's a lot of comments there. Let me see them real quick. Let's see. Slow down. Do you like TBLT? No. I'd be interested in being part of the conference. Your guys' strategy with scale and bankroll management. We're going to do that. We're going to actually have a bankroll management part of the conference.
yeah.
1,500 shares of DDF is 160. I know a ton of other traders have got it at 2. I own DSS, and I'm getting crushed. Any thoughts on DSS? We're getting crushed.
Yeah,
there.
they did that huge offering in the hole, like half of what the share price was. It hasn't recovered.
Let's go over that comment about Wall Street coverage. I am working on getting Wall Street coverage for sure. Mm-hmm. I'm impressed that Chris Wu would like to see his talents in real estate market allocation, trading, and speculation companies. More allocation than stock trading. Listen, I've been trading for a long time, and I've been bringing companies for public for a long time. That's not going to go away. DPW thought about a portfolio of automotive brands. We're actually, that's an interesting question. Get back to that. Public relations, I see that. Yep, we need to do that. Tim Steiner, you're right. $1 billion market cap is $25. Make it $4 billion is 100. You're funny. Michael Javelin, funny. Any other comments, Josh, you want me to look at? Randy, Randy, my man.
Greetings.
The red rocket racer. Red-haired rocket racer.
What's up, man?
Pap blue ribbon drinking American.
Hey, Jason, you got to give me at least 50% credit for that Instagram page, bro. I came up with that J Money. You did the Vegas part, but the J Money was my idea. So
Vegas
you got to
J?
give me at least 50% credit.
Vegas
there.
J money.
You'll get royalties. Yeah, for sure.
Right
Hey,
on,
what is there going on this weekend?
Well, let's get to the NFL police blotter first. You heard about the unfortunate Richard Sherman situation.
That's
and
sad because he's a very educated guy.
It is sad, and I
Very sad.
guess he was on antidepressants. His wife said so. He's got some mess to clean up there. I hope he gets back because he is a great player. But
I hope he gets back too.
there's a situation you might not have heard about. It just came out, and they kept it hush hush for a little bit here. It was the day before the 4th of July here in our beautiful city. Dwayne Haskins, who's a backup quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
Him and his wife were here partying with some friends, and it's all sketchy what was going on. She's saying they're married, and then one thing saying it's his girlfriend. But whatever happened, her and her girlfriends wanted to go see the Magic Mike show, and so they all went to that. And so him and his boys said, well, we're going to Dre's, that beach club.
Yeah.
So they went to Dre's, and she got pissed because they were supposed to wait for them to come back, and they didn't wait. So when they all came back together at the hotel, I guess she hit him. Punched him in the mouth, knocked one of his teeth out, split his lip.
Oh, my God.
He called the cops on her, had her arrested. But this is how crazy love is. About a week later, they're back together. He just had her arrested and all this, knocked his teeth out. And, the next week he's giving her a ring and saying, oh, I love you. And I guess he's marrying her now. And
Let me tell you a story.
insane.
Ready? I got a divorce from my first wife. She left me. We weren't divorced, but I was dating a girl. I'm not going to tell you her name.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know if you know her.
I do.
Dating a girl. Halloween night, went to a party. She got all drunk, got all mad, punched me in the face with a ring that cut me right here.
Oh, wow.
Cut me. It was all gapped open. So the next day I had to go to the hospital. I was not happy with her. I sat down at the ER and said, yeah, my girlfriend hit me with a ring and a little scratch. They asked me how it happened. They said, what's her name? I said, blah, blah, blah. She said, what's her address? Okay, why do you need all this? We see more domestic violent cases against men than we do women. Like, what the heck? Made no sense to me. The lady said to me, you should come back tomorrow with a different story. Otherwise, the police are going to be informed, and I'm assure you they're going to arrest your girlfriend. Like, really? Yeah. So I came back the next day and told him I fell into a bookcase. Yes, I openly defended someone and told them something different to get the stitches put in. And it's a lie, and I apologize for that. I admit I lied. I didn't want her to be arrested. I'm a big dude. She's a little girl, little woman. Not a girl, little woman, younger woman. But I can see that. That's the emotions get hot. The chick hits you. Men's usually, if I'm a man, I wouldn't hit the woman back ever. I don't think a man should ever hit a woman.
Right.
I understand why occasionally, if the person's out of control, shit happens.
Yeah.
But I can see that happening, Randy. I understand it.
Well, I don't know what your fight was about, but just because, they didn't wait for her to come back from the Magic Mike show, I don't know, man. I'm sure alcohol was involved, but
Sure.
that's that situation. But let's move on to Formula One this weekend. There's a new format being introduced. Now they're going to have a sprint qualifying race on Saturday, which they're going to introduce this at 3 events and see how it goes. If it's popular, they'll do
What's
it
a
next
sprint?
year.
What's a sprint?
Here's what it is. Instead of having practice on Friday, qualifying on Saturday, race on Sunday. Now, on Friday, they're having qualifying. They had it today. It was Hamilton quickest, Verstappen second, Bottas third. Well, that qualifying doesn't mean how you're going to start in the race. That's how you're going to start in the sprint race tomorrow, which is a 17-lap, 100-kilometer race. Now, whoever wins the race tomorrow and the way they finish tomorrow in the race, in the sprint race, that's how they start Sunday for the Grand Prix.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's Liberty Media.
Yeah,
That's
right.
a little Liberty Media in there, who's the owner of F1. You can find Liberty Media, the owner of F1. They have 3 tracking stocks.
Yeah.
Atlanta Baseball, Sirius Satellite Radio, F1, right?
Yeah.
And they said they were going to be introducing different formats to see that happen.
Yeah, I don't care for it. I'm more of a purist of the old way of doing things. But, everything's changing now. You just got to roll with it. All
Got to roll with
like,
it, baby.
Like I talked to Jason the other day about the baseball changes and football's doing rule changes. Everybody's doing it. It's you just got to live with it now. Everybody's going to start doing this. But they said they're trying to appeal to the younger crowd, younger audience. And, to me, it's like if you want it to be like a video game, they got video games for that. I don't need to change the sport necessarily myself, but they're doing it. They own the sport, like you said, and they can do these things. So we'll see. We'll see how interesting it is. But the drivers, a couple are already complaining. Vettel doesn't like it because he's saying, how are you going to determine with the record books now? These guys were the pole winners, and now does that count as a pole winner? You want a sprint race, not a pole. So
It's weird.
it's
Yeah.
another whole category they might have to enter. But then also they introduced the new Formula One.
I got it up
design
on the
for
screen.
next
Let's
year.
put it up on the screen here.
Yeah, can you bring that up?
What's that weird looking color there?
It's camouflage. They camouflage it so you can't really tell. You can still see what's going on, but there's a number of aerodynamic changes they're making with the front wing and also the floor of the car. They're going to introduce some kind of ground effects situation so they can get closer together, because if you get 3 car lengths behind a car now, you lose 35% of your downforce. And if you get about a car length away from a car, you're losing 47% of your downforce. That's almost half of the downforce on these cars. They want to have full downforce. That's the only way you're going to be able to pass anybody. So the changes are designed to encourage more passing, closer racing. We'll see if it's going to make a difference or not, because everybody's going to have the same engines. The engine regulations won't change. This is purely aerodynamic changes within the design of the cars, you can see.
What's going on with Indy? What's going on with Indy, man?
Right now, it's a little summer break for them. They're
it.
off till August 8th in Nashville, and that's going to be awesome. Wait till you see this track they're going to race on in Nashville and downtown. They go over this bridge. I don't know have you ever been to Nashville?
No.
I've never either, but there's this big bridge that goes over this river.
Oh, I've been to Nashville. Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not to the race there, but
Yeah,
I've been
but there's
there.
this bridge that goes over the river out of downtown. They're going to race over this bridge, and then they come around and they come back over the bridge. It's really awesome. Looks like an awesome track, so I'm excited. But that's not till August 8th. They're just taking a break right now. It's a bummer about the way they do the schedule there, because there should be a couple more races added. I mean, there's too much downtime, and the schedule is too short because they don't want to compete with the NFL. When the NFL starts in September, they kind of don't want to go head-to-head. And, of course, they'll get beat in the ratings, and IndyCar doesn't have the ratings of NFL. They never will, probably. But I
Right.
still would like to see a couple more races added to the schedule, a little more stuff to look forward to. But that's what it is right now.
Fruity 0102. What kind of jet did you fly up to New York? My jet of choice usually is most of the time I've ever flown on a private jet, it's a G4. The economics are better than a G5. A G4 you can get for like $3 million. The operating cost is about $4,300 an hour. G4s are older, but they're made really well, and they're very efficient if you have good Rolls-Royce engines. I have never flown a Airbus business jet. However, I was going to tell the audience, I feel like I should break this now. Jason and I want to fly someone on the G4 somewhere as part of the show. So we're going to give a giveaway of a flight on the G4 somewhere with us. We don't know what we're going to do there yet, but it is a G4 operated by a wonderful company in Orange County.
Yes.
And they treat us incredibly well. And they keep the plane efficient. Ironically, it's actually a plane that belongs to a very, very wealthy person in Orange County, extremely wealthy.
Dude, you got an open bar on that thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
They're a lot richer than I am.
Oh, yeah.
A lot richer. But anyways, they let us use their plane for a fee. My friend, Randy.
Yes.
This is Risk On, and we're going to wrap it up shortly. But you need to give us the joke. So you're on the spot. You got to have a
you're
joke.
out of your mind.
You got something in your wheelhouse there.
Dude, I don't have
Come on,
any-
man.
I'm not Skyla. I'm leaving that to Skyla. I'm going to show her the respect she deserves and not tell a joke.
Wow.
Oh, wait. Okay, Josh Klein's got it. I'm going to say it.
Okay.
What does a robot do after sex?
Oh, my God.
He nuts and bolts. Hey, that's the joke of the day. Hey, guys, this has been Risk On. It is the 113th episode. It is Friday, the 16th of what is this?
July.
July.
This is a fun week, a weird week. Why do people in trailer parks invest in stock market? Because their money is tied up in bonds. Boy. My God. Hey, guys, we love you. Really, we do. Thank you to all the supporters out there. I love my family. Randy, everybody, Nick, Jason. We're all here. Take care, everybody. Brett, we'll see you later. Be well.